Come on. Welcome.
Good evening. Sean Hicks coming at you. Look headlines here. Sunday for week NFL 14 as we're winding down at halftime here. Broncos and KC playing to the under like we kind of thought it would. No big shocker there. All right. Video today. What do we go? 3-3. Earlier games, right? Detroit, doggy outright. Bears loser, Jets losers, Giants loser, Washington, doggy outright, Pittsburgh, doggy outright, 3-3. College hoops. You know what? I know we were 2-0 with Richmond and Wofford, and I got to see how K-State did. I don't know how the K-State total was. It was looking like an under. Wow, shocking. It went under by a dozen points. Winner there for you again. And then we had a little Ohio State versus Penn State. Now it's a loser. We had Penn State +5. Didn't get there. You know what? 3-1, and that'll bring us to 63-40. Still, a nice 40-some% there for college basketball. Not too shabby. Free pick. All right, but we're not going to play games here. We're going to get into some week 14. Earl Sports is in the house. Welcome, Earl. How are you? What are you doing? You want to pop in? You know how to get in here. You want to come in and say hello? Come on in if you want. You know how to get in. We're starting out. Pittsburgh and Minnesota. Already a few plays. Yeah, you know what? We're going to talk about the plays right now. Richie P's in the house. You gave it a like? Excellent. I haven't given it a like. Well, at least I know it's on YouTube. If you say you gave it a like, that means we're rolling. But let's start it out. Here we go. It is wonderful. YouTube, like. We're here. We're there. Yes, no, maybe so. Pittsburgh and your Minnesota Vikings. This line was a 4.5. Actually, Saturday, it's come down a full point now to 3.5. Total is 45.5. Actually, I see some 45s out there now. So it's dropped a half point since earlier today. Again, I did this a few hours ago. So the line's already moved down. And I got to tell you, I might actually think that Minnesota, I might actually take Minnesota here at 3.5. I know it's 4.5's come down, poor performance. You lose to the Lions, everybody's going to hate them. But again, am I buying Pitt on the road? I don't know. Possibly a Minnesota play for me there. I don't know. 3.5 now. 3.5. So interesting there. Mini question mark for me, just because I got no problem taking ugly teams. We gave out 6 dogs today on the show, and 3 of them won outright. On to Sunday. Vegas in Kansas City. These Chiefs offense still looking lackluster. Look at this. Look at this guy coming in here.
What's good?
What do you say?
What I say for what?
I don't know. I'm moving on here, Vegas. I'm like, Kansas City's looking lackluster. The offense, I don't know. Listen, they could still cover this game. Who knows? 10 against the Raiders. The Raiders are a team that plays them tough. I might take the 10 against. You're telling me that the Broncos are better than the Raiders. I don't see it. So, if I'm getting 10 with the Broncos, I'm getting 10 with the Raiders. You think it's – how is it the same line? What's your thought? What do you think?
I have this at Kansas City -10, so I think that's priced actually correctly for at this moment.
What did you think it was about Denver? What did you think the line could have been at?
With Kansas City and Denver?
Yeah.
Let me get those numbers up. I'm on Denver tonight. I think I had it at I want to say 7 or 7.5 with Denver. My number was 7.5. Kansas City -7.5. So I have Denver +10 tonight.
All right. But what I'm saying is they have the same line as basically the Denver line. Half point maybe. You know what I'm saying? Interesting. I know Denver. I think the Denver defense may be a little better. I don't know. It's just weird. Just basically the same number.
Yeah.
And you're going to have them coming off. Who knows? Possibly a loss. Was it 10-3, 10-6, 10-10? I don't know.
It was 10. It was 10-3. I was watching the game here. Denver had a 20-play drive and turned it over on downs inside the 10.
You know what? Good for the coach going for it. I saw they went for it on a 4th and 7. They got it. So
they've gone for it, I think, on 4th down 2 or 3 times.
What do you got to lose? Really? Go for it. You're If you kick a field goal, people will say, "How do you can't trade touchdowns with Kansas City?" Kansas City is not scoring 45 points a game. They haven't all. Once this season.
Yeah.
And I'll say this: I took Kansas City tonight. I'm thinking, you know what? All right, Andy Reid bye week, all that, but I didn't think that they'd be able to slow. And again, not they've been great, Mahomes, Kelsey, Hill, but all I was looking for like a 24, 27 points, and I didn't think Teddy Bridgewater would be able to compete with that. But who knows? I don't know. That game, again, no. I mean, at this point, I look at Vegas at +10. Saints, next game up on the agenda, playing
the Jets.
It is a 3.5. No, excuse me, 6.5 down to
I was going to say 3.5.
No. You know what? Because when I got my printouts and they're not in like the right time order, rotation order. So I'm looking at where they are. So I got the 3 next to it because it was like the third game up. So I'm like, wait, what is that? So 6.5, 43.5. Hasn't moved since the other day. Pretty much the same number. Do you think that I want to take the Jets again here? I don't see how the Saints are 6.5 point. Kind of like, all right, Miami covered against the Giants against the Giants here in Miami. At least they were home. But should they be favored by 6.5 over many teams? I don't think the Saints should be favored by what? No, give me the Jets here. I don't care who's quarterbacking.
I'm actually on the opposite side with that one. I bet a lot of these actually like last week. I was betting a couple of these lines last week. Right. I got the Saints at -6.5 against the Jets. I'm super low on the Jets. I have them like I think either 31st or 32nd on my power rankings. So I'm low on the Jets.
Yeah, Jets are a team I want to bet on, but I just think people are going to be like, "Oh, it's the Saints." Who's quarterbacking for the Saints?
Taysom Hill.
Is he? I mean, I'd rather have Simeon.
It'll be his second game in, so he'll have that game already prepped and whatever. Yeah. But plus, they're coming in. They played on Thursday night. They'll have the extra days to prepare.
I'm going to say maybe an under play here. Definitely an under 43.5.
I could definitely see that.
Next up, we got Jags getting 9.5 from your Tennessee Titans. Total 46 and 46 flat. So that has not moved. That is still staying the same. Check that. That is a lie. It is 43.5 right here. 43.5. It's come down.
Also, I was going to say, I thought I saw 10.5. Yeah, it's 10.5 on my book now for Tennessee.
Yes, it is. It has gone up. It's actually I got 11s here.
Wow, I'm loving my play. I'm on the Titans -9.5.
Yeah, goody. Good early call there. That's what it was the other day, 9.5. Now you're out of it. It's 11. Now, is this still a play with Tennessee coming out of a bye? Possibly, right? I mean, like this Jacksonville team, what are they getting up to play a division opponent? I don't know. I don't think so. Back-to-back road games where they're looking ahead. Hey, we're not playing good against Rams. We're looking ahead to beat the Titans next week. I don't know. I'd still lay the 11 here with Tennessee. So
yeah,
that won't scare me. And the 43.5 again moves down 2 points.
Yeah, my line for that's Tennessee -12, so I still see value on the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah, I'll be jumping in on probably Tennessee here. Next up, we got the Ravens -1 over the Browns. I might want to take Cleveland here. I know they got quarterback problems there, right, Baker? Maybe he's a little bit healthier. He's a little time off. Who knows? But Baltimore, this team you want. I don't care. It's one. If you like Baltimore, and this is what I'm going to say in the show when we start talking about during the week. If you like Baltimore, what am I going to say? It's a pick 'em, basically. They're going to win. They're going to win. If you like Baltimore, bet Baltimore. You think Cleveland, take Cleveland. It's a pick game. You decide. For me, I lean Browns because if I got a healthy running game and some offensive linemen, I think I should be able to beat Baltimore. But, that remains to be seen from this Browns team. Has not looked good for them. What are they, 5? What are they, 5? I mean –
they're probably one of the most disappointing teams so far this season.
I see pick now. I see a picks across the board, and I see actually one Cleveland -1.5 now after that. So I might have to go grab a little Cleveland action right now.
Yeah, I want nothing to do with this game. I had this at basically pick 'em Baltimore -0.5 point.
Would this be one of these kind of games?
Stop it. Get some help.
No. Only because Baltimore and Cleveland, I can still consider them playoff teams.
Playoff teams, right? They're still
gambler games. Is when you're looking at two teams that it would be like if the Jets are playing the Jaguars, and you look at it like, why the hell would you ever bet that game?
Or like Falcons, Carolina. We'll get to that game right now. Falcons, Carolina, Panthers. Now, if I'm reading this right, did the Falcons, Carolina canned Joe Brady, their offensive coordinator?
Mm-hmm.
The Joe Brady experience, who led Burrow and LSU to the undefeated season. Like, how do you fire the guy when you get no CMC? You had Sam Darnold as your quarterback. Then you bring in Cam Newton, who's a cast-off. I mean, like, what? It's his fault. Listen, if that guy's a miracle worker, bring him here, have him run my stomach and lose 60 pounds for me, turn it to muscle. I mean, the guy's not a miracle worker. Give me something to work. I hope he goes to the Cowboys. I'm in Dallas. People be jumping to give that guy a job.
Yeah, he'll be hired somewhere else.
But again, I'm not. Where am I doing this game? I don't want to get anything in this game. And I said this to somebody in chat, like, oh, Falcons easy over to 50. I'm like, yeah, I saw the Falcons give up 40 points in the game, not go over. So how are they going to get to 50?
Yeah.
And not only do they fail to get to 50, you could even get the back doors right there, and you would have had.
Oh, they had me sweating at the end of the game. I had Tampa -10.
Look at that.
And that moved up to 11 and a half. So, I mean, it was only a 1.5 point line movement, but if they would have kicked a field goal, I would have pushed compared to losing with an 11 or whatever. So,
yeah. Again, this for me, I'm not, maybe something I'll dig into it down the road. I'll see what happens to it. But Dallas.
At 2.5, for me, it's Panthers or nothing.
Right. Yeah. I mean, this one, I'm like, doesn't interest me.
Falcons, no thank you. That's more of a 1-800-GAMBLER game.
So we got Dallas 5.5 at Washington. All right, still 5. Actually, I see a 5 now. So it's come down. Washington wins on the road. The line comes down to 5, half-point movement there. And the total still sitting at 49. Actually, I see a 4.5 out there. I see one random 4.5. So I'll tell you what, 4.5, I'll get a Dallas at a 4.5. But I would also actually probably take the over in this game. 49 looks a little low because Washington somehow scores points. Dallas should be able to score points, but that's a weird team. We saw them on Thursday, how they are. But I look at it, extra rest. Dallas, it's weird because they were actually pretty good with the new coach covering games. Now they're going back to their old ways of not being able to cover as favorites. But I don't know. Washington, you look at them, it's like, is that a team you really want to, is 5 worth it? It's such a dead number to me. It's like.
Yeah. This one's probably not what I'm getting to. My power ranking is Dallas -5. So I don't see any value on this line personally.
Yep. Here we go. Second half of the games, because that can only fit 200 characters on the board. Seattle, 6.5 over the Houston Texans. Has this line moved since I put it up 3 hours ago? Yes, it has. Oh, my. 7.5 and 8. Unbelievable.
Woo! Love it. Love it. Love it.
Are you kidding me? And now listen, I had San Fran -2 and I had the under 47. It was both a loser today. It happens. I tell you, I lose my games here. How are we laying 8 points? If I'm getting 8, I'm taking Houston +8 here. I don't care. I'm taking the 8. It's a no-brainer here for me. I got to. Seattle, one game you come out. This is now it's vintage Seattle. No. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. Give me the points here in the Texans.
Yeah, I was on Seattle today. I had them plus the 3 points. I had a half unit play on their money line. It hit. I was happy. I had the game price at a pick 'em. So
listen,
I had
you're getting +3 as a home dog in NFL. Definitely worth the play. Definitely worth it.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the line I bet it because this line definitely has moved, and I got Seattle for this game at 6.5.
Yeah. 6.5.
I got him under a touchdown. So I'm on Seattle. I've already locked it in at 6.5 on the 30th. So I've had this play for 6 days. And now it's moved. Yeah. I think I have 6 plays so far that I bet for this week already. And I think 4 of them have had the lines moved the correct way. I had the Giants too, but they moved to 10.5 now. I have them 7, but risk you're willing to take because I also like the Giants this week. I had them and it didn't hit. I was thinking, okay, if the Giants cash this week, that line's going to shrink, and they did not. So that line did expand. So
we'll talk about that because I actually grabbed the Chargers at 7 earlier. I'm like, you know what?
Yeah. And
again, this is I bet ahead of time. Like Cincinnati, I had Cincinnati 1.5. I think it's a good line. It gets up to 3, then I'm worried like, oh boy, it is what it is. And I probably should have bet off of it, but I ended up just sitting tight. I didn't do much. But in this spot, I'm like 7. I'll lay to 7, even though Chargers won, because Chargers are still good. They're a wacky kind of team.
Yeah, they were interesting. Yeah, I had them today. I had them +3 and on the money line. That was one of my favorite plays this week.
And like the Giants here, I thought the Giants would win today. I'm like, Giants, give me some
Me
money
too.
line match. No one's giving them a shot.
Same.
Right? Oh, Mike Lennon. I remember. I'm old enough to remember Mike Lennon getting like a $90 million contract from a team. Like they thought he was a quarterback. Now we're going from Miami to LA, and now we got is Jake Fromm the quarterback? That's why it's 10. I mean, Jake Fromm's the quarterback for the Giants this week. Glennon's out. Jones is out with a neck injury. Glennon's out with a concussion.
All right. I'm going to tear up that ticket real quick. Jake Fromm.
That's what they're saying. Who knows? I mean, maybe
we get Colt McCoy back?
Yeah, seriously. I mean, no, who knows who they'll be busting in for that. But
yeah, it's ugly.
But even at 10, do I trust the Chargers at 10? I don't trust the Chargers at 10.
No, at this point, it's 10.5. At this point, you take the Giants plus 10.5.
Lions and Denver. Here we go. 8.5 from Denver. I want to take the Lions here plus 8.5, but this is Denver in December, a dome team going out, and I want to take the Lions. Had the Lions today. Like, again, they do not quit, right? They're just always there. Yeah. Always there, like a little dog just like, come on, get away from me. Leave me alone. Like, here they are, always backdooring, coming in some kind of contest. And now we're looking at the Denver game. Maybe Denver pulls off a miracle. Maybe it's a dogfight to the end. It's a letdown spot for Denver. So I'm looking to grab the 8.5. That's my spot here because it's at this point the line's only. I don't think it'll go down much. I mean, short of Denver, I don't see. How's it going down? Denver loses this. It turns into a 40-10 final, 40-6 final. Maybe goes down. I don't think so. Denver pulls an upset. It'll maybe go up. I don't think that's happening. I mean, I'll take 8.5 and be happy because if they do pull that, people are going to be jumping on them, and that's pure letdown spot. So either way, I'm in the driver's seat, I think.
Yeah, I think if you like the Lions, wait, because I think this line's going to go up. Personally, I have the Broncos minus 8.5. My number for this one is 11.5, so I saw 3 points of value, so I jumped on with the Broncos. This is a Lions team that I'm looking to fade almost every week. I just don't think they're not very good. They're also coming off their first win, so that could be a letdown spot for them. You finally get the monkey off your back. You win your first game, and then you head to Denver, right? This is in Denver. So, yeah, I feel like this could be a letdown spot for the Lions as well. Coming off of their first win of the season, I had the Denver Broncos minus 8.5.
So next game up here, I'm seeing, because we did a Giants game, I'm seeing San Fran. Now, again, this was 2.5, 3 hours ago, 4 hours ago. I did this during the fourth quarter games. I'm seeing now 1.5. So it's come down. Since he loses, the line comes down. Niners don't look good, so now it's more of a desperate kind of game for them. I guess people are betting on San Fran. I don't know. I actually see San Fran -1 in a Vegas spot right now, which is interesting. I'll tell you what, if I get Cincinnati, is Joe Burrow out? Why am I getting them +1? If I get Cincy as a +1 at home, again, San Fran coming to Denver off a tough game, right? This is a game they were still in, even though they lost by a touchdown. They got a turnover late. Anything's possible, whatever. A non-division game, I don't see it. It's a non-conference. I should say not division. It's an AFC conference. This is not affecting them. Listen, everybody's got to win right now. It's December. They got to win to make playoffs, but this isn't going to affect them in any kind of head-to-heads when it comes to conferences. But I don't know. I kind of lean Cincy here, but am I running to jump Cincy after the show today? No.
No, I'm good. I had this game at, I believe, Cincy -1, so I had to pick them. Yeah, I guess a slight lean towards Cincy. I need some type of plus money to get involved with the Bengals here. Other than that, this is an easy stay away for me.
Bills 3.5 against Tampa Bay, and I'll tell you, I'm going to bet Tampa Bay here, and I'll tell you why. Same like this Denver game. Bills are playing New England. Best case scenario, they beat New England, they cover, they win kind of convincingly. The line's going to come down. They lose, it's going to go up, right? So, I mean, or you know what I'm saying? Yeah, the line's going to go up. Tampa Bay is going to, people are going to be like, oh, Bills stink. Either way, win or lose, it's a battle. It is a letdown spot for them. Off New England, Belichick, the whole thing, they were beat up by Patriots for years, and now you're facing Tom Brady in a game where, let's be honest, the Tampa Bay offense is good, the defense is okay, They're just okay, nothing special. But the Bills, they beat up bad teams against good teams. We've seen them not perform well.
Yeah. This is one where this is definitely a wait and see game for me. I need to see what the Bills do against New England on Monday night. First, I need to figure out the numbers with all that stuff. But right now, this would be a pass. I see it at 3 at my book. I have Tampa Bay -2 as my projected line. So I see maybe a point of value with Buffalo in this spot. But I mean, I need to see more. I need to see what happens Monday night first before I go ahead and bet this game.
And your Sunday nighter, I don't know why we couldn't get Buffalo Tampa. Would have been a nice Sunday night, but we're going to get the Bears in Green Bay. I'm laying 11 with Green Bay. Why am I not? Why would I not? Who's quote? Is it Dalton? I mean, Dalton looked like Joe Burrow throwing a bunch of interceptions. It's like Andy Dalton never left Cincinnati. Like Burrow and a bunch of turnovers saved for Cincy between the fumbles and the INTs. So if I get Dalton, or maybe they bench him and bring in Fields, that's fine. Just in turnover Fields. It's turnover Fields forever. Green Bay 11. I'll lay 14 here. Green Bay, they own the Bears. Just that simple. It's Green Bay or nothing.
Yeah, I'd probably lean that way as well. Isn't Green Bay also coming off of a bye as well?
Yeah, they didn't play the 2 weeks.
That's another huge plus there. They'll be extra rested. We know Karen Rodgers.
I'm sorry. It's 13 now. Holy crap!
It's 13 now. Okay, nope. I'm staying away from that one. I need to take a look at my numbers a little bit more. No, not at 13.
I wrote these down. I guess probably around 5:30 Eastern time. I went through these, and my daughter was like, "We made a little buffalo chicken dip, real nice, real simple recipe. The recipe time here, quick 45 seconds." Buy a roaster.
Now I'm hungry.
Buy a roaster. Take all the chicken off the roaster. You don't really want the legs, but you have the little thigh meat in or whatever. It's pull it apart. A block of cream cheese, half a cup of blue cheese, the liquid blue cheese like a Marzides, and half cup of Frank's Red Hot. Microwave it for a minute. Mix it up. Then test it out. Maybe a little more hot sauce. You like a little more spicy or whatever. It's fabulous. Some little pretzel bread. Wonderful. Anyway, we did that and watched Impractical Jokers. I should have bet -11, and yet it's 13, so now I'm annoyed at myself. That's it. That's a good, easy meal for everybody. Buffalo chicken dip. Monday Night Football. Rams +2.5 in Arizona. Your 10-2 Cardinals total 52.5. Okay, your Rams beat up the Jags. I had the Rams today because it was basically if you're not beating these guys convincingly, you're pretty much done. This spot here, though, I kind of like Arizona. They've actually taken care of business against the Rams. I don't want to take, and this is one. The 2.5s, I think I want to take the other side. I want to take +2.5 because if you're not good to win by a field goal, I don't think you're going to win anyway. But I don't know. Something fishy about the Rams. We've seen them not play well against good teams, much like the Bills kind of struggle, not performing, right? They lost to Arizona. Tennessee ran over you. You had what was the road game they lost? Somehow they were favored over the Packers. What the heck was that about? I mean, I'm not buying them. I'm not buying them on the road.
Yeah, one of the most profitable things I've done in the last, 4 weeks, 5 weeks is fade this Rams team like absolute crazy.
And it's 3
now. It's a 3 now. I got the Cardinals at 2.5. I've cashed in the last, I want to say 1, 2, 3, 4 Rams games. I had Tennessee +7. I had 49ers money line, Packers money line, and I had the under in today's game. I expected this to be a bounce back game for the Rams. I mean, you're playing the Jaguars, who haven't done anything against anybody other than the Bills for whatever reason. They're able to beat them. And 37-7, catch the under 47, 48, whatever I got. I think I got it at 48. And I'm going to go right back to fading the Rams here. That's made me money the last few weeks. And this has got to be beginning to be one of the most overrated teams in football. I mean, they bring in all these big players and do nothing with it.
Oh, it's supposed to be a Super Bowl team, right? Oh, Super Bowl team. We're look at this. We got Von Miller. Lock it up. Yeah. Well, you haven't won. I mean,
and Odell, they got him as well.
No. Let's see what we got here going on chats. Oh, look, Earl Sports is here. Wonderful. Oh,
yeah.
Richie P. We appreciate Richie P coming all the time. Big X is in the house. Under Minnesota and Pitt for Richie. You have to say yes to that. I mean, Pittsburgh is just an atrocious team. That's why I'd probably
cash the under with them today.
is Thielen playing? We got Thielen and we have Jefferson for Minnesota. I'd still think Minnesota would be a play just because I have two guys who could play offense, and a quarterback who's could throw the ball.
Yeah, Minnesota minus 3.5 is probably going to make my card for Thursday. I have that game around 5.5.
3-0 day for Markel. Excellent.
Nice. Need to count what I did. I think I went.
Joe Rod's in the house. Good evening. The Browns Ravens just play. No, they played.
They played last Sunday night.
16 was that 16-10 real barn burner, easy under.
Yeah,
that was 2 weeks ago. I got bowl games written down, Marlo.
I've already got bowl games bet.
Let's go. Toledo minus 8 over Mid Tennessee. Coastal 8 over NIU. Northern Illinois for newbies. Appalachian State 2.5 over Western. Jackson State. This is not a bowl game, but it was on the board. 11.5. South Carolina State. Obviously, I'm not throwing totals out here. I got them written down, but that's more for tracking purposes. Fresno 13.5 over UTEP. BYU 7.5 over UAB. Liberty 6.5 Eastern Michigan. Oregon State 7 over Utah State. Laffey minus 5 Marshall. Tulsa 9 over Old Dom. Memphis 4.5 Hawaii. Bama. I saw actually a 13, but there are more 13 hands than 14s over Cincy. Georgia 7 hands over Michigan. Actually, I bet Michigan at a +8 already. There was an 8.
Oh, wow.
I grabbed an 8. Ohio State, it was a 7.5. It is down to 7 now against Utah. Now, first looks for me, like I said, I already bet Michigan. Cincy, I almost want to play Cincy, but I want to see where this goes. If people are going to bet up
Cincy plus 14.
People are going to bet up Alabama. Maybe we get a little better number to 14. 13, I'm thinking. 13, I'm like, you know what? I'd bet Alabama at 13 because I think they're waiting for that 14 to come out before you come back on the other side. So maybe it'll be a middle spot for me. Who knows? Another game. Actually, I want to kind of take Utah State plus the touchdown against Oregon State. Believe it or not.
Let's see what's the line on that Oregon State
7.
game?
That's 7.
I have this game. I have that game power ranked Oregon State minus 9.5.
The Utah State team. This team was predicted to be last. New coach.
Yeah.
2 or 3 wins.
And they win the Mountain West.
And they win the Mountain West. So they're riding kind of high. Sylvester hits a 7-team parlay. Chargers money. Look at this. Dog.
Hell yeah.
Chargers. Miami first half. All right. Redskins will take it.
Rockets were a huge cash for me.
Cavs another dog, home dog in the NBA. Cavaliers covered, huh?
Yeah, they covered again. My brother's been on the Cavs all year long.
Yeah, we a couple times in the free bet. I don't, like I said, I think I bet like 13 NBA games for the season. I don't know if they'll lot out, but the Cavs were a team I kind of dogged up a few times on.
Yeah.
Xavier won today, huh? Good for Xavier. I was a little hesitant. I'm a little down on them. I didn't know how they do. But Richmond's one of my teams. I had them today. It was a free pick, and I had it as a premium play too.
Nice. Yeah, the NBA was good today. I went 4-0.
I don't know if Kamara's back. Who knows? I think
hopefully.
If he's back, that'll change things up a little bit. But honestly, I don't think he's going to be back. I think he's done for the year. Navaris, good to see you, fella. Haven't seen you. Under in the Cleveland Browns. And Richie comes back in. He says, no, we're going to go over. I'm going to say probably under in that game. It was under last time. Nowhere got near being close. I don't think it'll get near being close again.
Yeah.
Get some help. Exactly. Atlanta, Carolina. Free Minds in the house. Welcome. Thanks for popping in. Dallas and the over here against Washington. Yes, I'd say yes to that. Richie says, whoa, he's bringing in the can of whoop ass here. 42-23 Dallas. He thinks Dallas is going to turn it back to September Dallas. He's like, Houston, got to take the Texans there. You like the big number with the Texans? What do we say they were? It's up to 8 against Seattle.
Yeah, I'm going to just hold on to my 6.5.
6.5 is one thing. If I'm getting 8, I'm going to take an 8. 6.5, I'm not loving. 8, I'll grab an 8. Charger 7.5, yes. I got the 7.5. I'm happy with that number. Rob Franklin says under. Not sure which game. Bill's about to smash the Patriots. Says free mind. Well, we're gonna find out. What's the weather there? I actually did the free pick video. I said over the 41 because
I'm on the Bills minus 2.5.
Even in a, I don't care what kind of things have to be so perfect for it to go under a 41.
Oh yeah, that's a really low total. You would have to only go over in that one.
Yeah, the Bills. You throw a game like that out there, man. Makes you question things.
Yeah.
Tampa, bad spot for the Bills. Either way, either they win or they get smoked, and then they're sad, right? Let's be honest. They're going to come out and say if they win the game, they're riding high. The line goes from 3.5 down to 2.5 or 2. And then if the value's gone off of the 3. And then worst case is they lose bad. And then they're all sad because, oh, wow, we were supposed to be a Super Bowl team. And now where are we? We're in second place. You know?
See, I think that I would want the Bills more if they lose tomorrow night than if they win. And I've seen a betting angle that's hit like at 60-something% this year, where if you're backing teams that did not cover the week before against teams that did cover the week before, it's hitting at like 60-something% this year. I would want the Bills if they don't win tomorrow and they don't cover.
I just think with Buffalo, I don't know what kind of heart they have coming back from something like that. You know what I'm saying? I'll pull up their schedule here. Let's look at some of these games with them. Again, beating up a bad team is one thing.
Yeah.
This is going back. So they had this, that's New England. Hold on. Buffalo here. So you beat Miami 35-0, Washington 43-21. Good team you should beat. Houston, again, you're 35-0
against
them. Tua
19-point favorite as against Houston.
Washington, again, 43-23 at home. Beat Washington at home with that team. 20-point favor over Houston. Beat them. Then you went in. You beat Kansas City. Good win for you. Good revenge game. That's a game they had circled from the playoffs last year. Next week, you lay an egg. You didn't lay an egg. You lost 34-31. Crazy
that was
game.
A good Tennessee team too. They had Derrick Henry at that time.
Yes,
that was a good loss. I
had Tennessee, and I said, Bills off a big win. This is the tough spot for them. You're going to lose one. You've just been rolling. You're going to run into a physical team, and you lost. And what you do the next week? You beat Miami, edged out 26-11. Then you
cashed the ticket with Buffalo against Miami there. They were 13-14 throughout the entire week, so that they covered that week against Miami.
Closure of 15 though. And we say this if you want to bet early, and I mentioned this today on the show. I was mentioning my college basketball numbers, and just on the two big networks I do to Picks Parlays Winning Free Picks, and another site I'm on where I'm on a bunch of sites. It's a 9-game differential from a push to a win, and it's for tracking purposes, people see, they know like, oh, you already point out different games. Not the same games, but that's why you shop around and get a better line. Would you rather have the Bills at 13 Bills at 13 and cover 26-11, or you get them game day at 15 to push?
Exactly. Yeah, I bet that game like on a Tuesday at 13.5.
$100 a week for the football season. $1,700 you just didn't make.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Then you got the 9-6 Jags game. You beat up the Jets 45-17. You're 14-point favorite on the road. You should win. Colts, total laying egg, 41-15. And that was at home.
That Colts are a sleeping giant, in my opinion, though. They're a good team.
I like the Colts. I got the Colts to win the South. Even I was like, oh, Antonio Brown.
Yeah, I think it's plus 500 on my book.
He goes, or Antonio, what's his name? Who's the Falcons guy? Who went to the Titans? Everybody was excited about. Julio Jones. Julio Jones was 50. In like wide receiver years, the guy's like 100 in dog years. I'm like,
the Titans became the Rams of the AFC.
Yeah, like the Colts are a good team. I'm not saying that, but 41-15 at home, you don't want to lose games like that at home. That's a bad loss. Then you beat New Orleans, a depleted New Orleans team.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know how they can perform at home because I saw them lose 41-15 against a decent team. And I thought the Patriots would be pretty decent this year. Again, I thought Cam would be a quarterback and they'd still win 12 games because you got him in a system. That is a system team, and you got the defense back. I don't know. I don't know with this Buffalo team. It's weird. I mean,
as long as you have Emperor Belichick, you'll be fine with that empire.
Yeah. No, he's a good coach.
And Mac Jones is just his new apprentice.
He's got the same kind of stats as what's his name?
Brady, when he first started.
Packers minus 24.
Boy.
I would go alternate. I'd say Packers more than 17 points. I could see it. I mean, especially give me a little bit of like a snowfall, and like Aaron Rodgers is going to throw for like 440 in this game. Something ridiculous.
He's going to ball out.
Packers in a teaser. Arizona minus 3. I'm with you on Arizona.
I already have it at 2.5.
California, look for a good sports book.
Offshore.
I don't come in and throw offshore places out like that because one,
you're not allowed to.
Yeah, we're not allowed to because we might have things in the works here on the network doing stuff like that. And two, I just don't like putting something out there and be like, well, you said to use this person, or then there's a bunch. You could find a bunch. People in the chat will throw up a bunch.
Google it.
Yeah.
Google it. Yeah,
People
Google offshore books.
I don't and I said this before. I said I've never really had come in and say I'll mention lines from a bunch of sites. Your DraftKings, your Will Hill, Caesars, so whatever.
All the legal books.
I'll throw them all out there. Any name.
Bet Rivers. Yeah.
I'll throw those out, but I'm not guiding somebody just based on I don't want to be responsible if something goes wrong for you, like you don't get paid. And two, let them give me something. If I'm going to draw a business, I've never sent people say, hey, use me and I'm going to get some kind of fee. No, I'm not getting nothing out of it. They get nothing from me. And I don't want the headache, So someone in the chat will tell you where to go. Hit 3 units today, my guys. Excellent, Nathan. Good job. Where have you been? I haven't seen you in a bit, but I appreciate you popping in. Got to find an offshore. I'm in Cali.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, if the bookie pays, that's all that matters. If you got a good guy, I've had a guy I'm 47 since 1990. I mean, it's same network. I mean, they've gone offshore, whatever you want to call it, but you got a good person, they'll take care of you. Clear Patriot spot. Yes. I think so. Yep. Rob's in Cali. Gloria K's popping in. We're talking potato heads. It's crazy because they have casinos. Yeah, listen, it'll be there eventually, free. It'll be there.
Wasn't it just pulled back in Florida?
It's raining in Chicago.
That's awful.
We're not playing in Chicago right now, Gloria. But yeah. I'm sorry it's raining. I guess it's better than snow in December, right? Also with that Tampa Bills game, it's the same Bills team. Right? Yeah. Good spot. He kind of knows the personnel. Yeah, good job, Nathan, with the big win, right? Sweeping the board. Well, he's a gambler right here. All that matters is what happens next, that's for sure. Better forget it, move on. Would you touch -1.5?
For what?
1.5. Yeah, for what?
Browns?
First half?
Wait, first half?
This got to be Tampa Bay.
For Tampa Bay or for the Bills tomorrow?
Bills Patriots. If you think the Bills are going to win tomorrow, I take the 1.5 because if that's the case, they're going to come out and jump out. It'll be 17-10 in the first half or something. They come out and they exert themselves. Say, hey, we're here. We're not the same old Bills. We're going to beat you. Let's go. So, never got a notification. Well, you know what? Turn your notifications on. I know what to tell you, slacker.
Yeah, come on, Tim. You're better than that.
Mike Bunn is in the house. Any thoughts on Iowa, Illinois? Of course I got thoughts. I got my college basketball. I bet 2 games already for tomorrow, and they both already moved in my favor. So, yippee-yay. Although I did split. I think I went 3-3 in my premiums today. It happens. I can't be 72% every day.
Yeah. What's the line for that Iowa-Illinois game?
It was 2 when I wrote it down. Let me pull up a live number here as we speak, see where it's at. In case it moved. Because you never know. You never know. And I'm looking at it. It is now a 3. It is now up to 3.
I would lean Iowa. My number's 5 for that game. Yeah. Not betting it though.
I got a 5.
What's the total for that game?
152.
That's spot on of what I have. All right. That's my projected line.
Okay, I'm about 153 for it. So again, that's how it is. If it's not really jumping, I'm not looking to play because I got Iowa. I think by 5, but on the same token I like Illinois. Like Illinois was big for me last year. I like the team. So I'm like, I want to bet Illinois because I like Illinois, but I'm not. Coastal Carolina line is 4. That was 3.5 earlier. I see 4s out there. And the total is now down. I see 139.5. It was 141.5. So if you're looking at that, maybe bet the under because that line's moved, which is interesting because I got this at – actually, no. I'm sorry. I have this at a 139 range. So
I have that one priced at 139 as well.
So 141, it was open, so it's down. Again, I'm not a huge total guy. I know Earl Sports is big total guy.
Yeah, we do more totals than we do sides, and that's just because our numbers are able to create more totals plays than sides
I'm seeing
plays.
Now from a 5 to a 5.5 in this Kent State Townsend game. I kind of like Kent, believe it or not. at 5. I might have to come in and bet Ken here. New Mexico State, New Mexico. I'll tell you, I loaded this up on the sites, right? This is a best bet. I didn't put out in a package or anything, but I got him at -3. Still holding steady at 3s here, so I don't know. I like a little revenge game. I had New Mexico the last time; they were getting 10 the other time they played a couple weeks ago. Not a couple weeks ago. I think it was a couple days ago. And now I get revenge, and I'm laying a short number. So it was 10 at home, 3 on the road. Works seems right to my mind. I got a more of like a 6, and plus the payback.
Yeah.
So give me some New Mexico State.
Yeah,
next
we're on over New Mexico State.
153 there. Pepperdine is sitting pretty still 4.5, 133. Actually, I see 135. That has gone up 1.5 total wise there. So added games I saw. Again, I'm not going to dig through. I wrote these down, but I got 20 for Florida over Texas Southern. Let me see if this line
20.
is.
It is 20.
It's 20 still. All right. How about Liberty 24 and 127? I kind of, believe it or not, I kind of like Delaware State here plus the 24.
We have it. I see it 23.5 on my book. My projected line for that one's 24.5. So nothing there.
Next up, we got a 9.5 on the Citadel over NC Central.
We're on the under in that game.
Under, hold on a second.
It's an under 147. Our projected line was around 143-ish.
Next up, we have Moorhead. Again, this is a game I already bet. I got Moorhead -9.5. I know that line. That's always 10.
That's at 10 now.
Already. Yep.
We're on over 120.
120. All right, that's good because it was 120.
Those are our 3 plays for tomorrow. Is the Citadel under, the over in Presbyterian, and the other one was the over in New Mexico State. There's our 3 plays.
It was 121.5, so it's moved a bit there. And your final game, we got 2 more. We got Colgate 20.5, total 149 over Columbia. Again, I got this, right around 19, 20, 21, so there's no real value for me there. Houston
lean towards Colgate at 20.5. We have it at 24.
All right, so you like Colgate a little bit more. Listen, you got them at 24. They're laying 20. I'd say it could be a bet for me. Maybe I'll ride your numbers and ride a little Colgate tomorrow. And Houston 31.5 over Alcorn. Alcorn's been pretty good at covering. They've got pretty good ATS numbers there.
But Houston's just been kicking the crap out of everyone.
Goodness. The other day, I'm like, you know what? Do I want to really have Houston come in here and lay 30? I'd probably take the.
We've laid 33.5 with Houston before this year, and they cruised in that win. It'd be a lean towards Houston.
It was like 50-10 at the half or something ridiculous. I'm like, holy goodness.
Yeah.
So,
they put up 100. I think we had the under in their game against, I want to say, Bryant. And they put up Bryant scored 35 points, and our under still didn't hit because Houston put up like 111. It was like, really?
Yeah. Someone in the chat was like, "What do you think about Bryant?" I'm like, I kind of like Bryant. We got like 20. I think it was like 27. I'm like, it's a big number. Why not? Yeah. Good luck. Iowa first half tomorrow against Illinois.
I don't mind Iowa tomorrow. Yeah, that would be a lean for me. I have that game at 5.
Yeah, my numbers say Iowa. I just like Illinois. I don't know. Something about the line I like. Pats, Bills. I like the Pats. And Earl Sports is on the other side with Buffalo.
Yeah.
I mean, +5 with the Pats because the Pats are dogs. If you like the Pats tomorrow, I just take a money line for the game and just ride it. Who knows? I mean,
if you're taking the first half, yeah.
What are you taking the first half for? I mean, because they could easily be down to half and then come back and win the second half. So I would just take the money line for the game and sit back and relax. Only 3 bets in NCAA basketball.
Yep, and I just gave them all out.
6-2 college basketball, killing NBA so far. You bet 8 games in college basketball? That's it for the season? I bet 8 games before like 2 o'clock.
I was gonna say, yeah. We had 10 today. We went 4, 5, and 1. But I mean, we've had days where we've had 20 some odd plays. So I think we already have over 200 wins on college basketball this year. We're at 43 units on the site.
Yeah, I was a 3-3 day today, which I was kind of like, and I came in with a lot of Metro Atlantic. I'm like, couldn't really catch them. I'm like, maybe I was forcing some things because you know how it is. You're rolling along, and I just had a monster week. I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'm pushing the issue. 3-3. I'll take a 3-3. I'll take a win because after you go like 20-6 one day, you're figuring you're going to hit a wall and go 1-9 or something. So
exactly, and that's kind of what we did yesterday. Yesterday, it felt like we hit a wall, but we went 9-12-1. Like,
yeah, but that's not terrible. I mean,
no, yeah, it felt so much worse, but I think we had a little rally at the end of the night. I also hit a. What I like to do when tracking when trying to see if my totals look good or not is I'll go to live betting odds, and I was looking at the Auburn Yale game, and my sports book glitched for a second. It was like a minute before halftime, and the live line was like 154.5. And it all of a sudden said, "Oh, there's 7 minutes left in half. The live line's 181." I threw 2 units down on the under. I'm like, "Yep, I'm good." I just hedged myself out of that.
San Jose Pepperdine for me. What do we got here? It was 4.5. Total went up a little bit. I would lean Pepperdine. I kind of like the Pepperdine team, so maybe a little green. The waves for me. I lean Pepperdine.
Lean Pepperdine and lean under. No bet.
See, I actually lean a little bit on the over, believe it or not.
All right, my line for it's 133.5. My projected line.
I'm looking at 1. I got like 141.
Oh.
I don't know. Someone will win. Who knows? I
didn't bet it, so that shows my confidence on it.
So another reason not to. I hate going head to head with someone who's hot. Since so little people are here, bet the over in New Mexico State. 180 hit 180. First match, was it that high? I don't remember.
Was it? No, I gotta look that up.
I still like New Mexico State. Yes. Over as well, says Rob Franklin. Double dipper. We'll take fave any over. Huge public play.
New Mexico State, and that was a 195 the last time they played. 101 to 94 New Mexico.
Good under. Yeah. Really appreciate you guys running through the college hoops. Yeah, we'll do that, Mike. Why not?
We're just having fun here.
Because
nothing better to do.
When I do this, usually it's like 12, 14 minutes. I just run through them, boom, boom, boom. See you. We're back Monday. I'm like, you know what? Come on in and say hello. Why not?
Yeah.
Because it's a short card tomorrow anyway, so we can hit them all. So you got it, Mike. Lope's in the house. Perfect look at headlines, gentlemen. Yeah, that's what we do. Go Atlanta.
Atlanta what?
The Hawks?
Falcons?
The Falcons? The Braves?
I cashed on the Hornets and the over in that game today against the Hawks.
The Atlanta Thrashers, right? The Thrashers.
The Thrashers. They haven't played in years.
No, Houston is good.
Houston's going to be very strong this year. I don't want to step in front of U of H.
No. Alcorn, it's a rare non-cover for them. They've been pretty hot. Yeah, Houston, they're a good team. Any NBA leans? I'll leave that to the NBA guy here. I didn't even look at NBA for tomorrow.
I haven't looked at all. I went 4-0 today. I'm a hockey guy, though. My brother's the NBA guy, but I went 4-0 today, so I'm excited for it.
I'm looking right now. There's one line up for tomorrow. Bulls, Denver. Bulls 4.5 over Denver. I think you got to take the Bulls. Like Denver's just a hot mess.
Denver just won. I'm trying to remember who they played.
Did they beat the Knicks the other night?
They blew out the Knicks. That's who it was. They blew out the Knicks.
And I said, I guess you got to take the Knicks that game. And Denver looks terrible. So you know what? More reason to like the Bulls after coming off a big blowout win. Again, what would I be looking at here? OKC, Denver? No, we get the 1-800-GAMBLER for that tomorrow. Philly, Charlotte? Philly's a team. Pacers, Wizards, Memphis, Miami, Atlanta, Minnesota. Maybe Minnesota at home. Hawks, if they're a dog. I don't know. You got to look. You got a full slate of games tomorrow, though, NBA. Nate, looking at it now, I only got the one lineup on the one page here. So.
Yeah, they don't have the lines up for NBA a day before like they did earlier in the season.
Richie P, 6-2 college hoops day. Excellent for you.
Under Good work.
Do we have a weather update here? What is going on here? Because this total's dropping like a sieve, but you know what? I'm on the over already, 41.
If that drops to 40, 39.5, I'm gonna take the over. I understand the defense for New England's elite. This is an elite defense. They're saying
What's the
33
wind?
degrees,
What's the
70% humidity, 26.4 mile an hour winds, 58% percent of
Precipitation.
If I can speak, it's been a long day. Don't mind me.
Yeah, so the 26 mile an hour winds, yeah, definitely concerning me because Buffalo's got to have to throw the ball. If they got to run the ball, they're in trouble. But on the same token, you could get some crazy wounded duck passes that get picked off. You get short fields. Definitely no field goal. They're definitely going to be, if the winds are that bad, there'll be no field goals, and they'll be going for it 4th and 6 from the 44-yard line. So,
sometimes keep in mind. Sometimes keep in mind elite defenses and really good defenses can create overs by turnovers and short fields. So just because these are two strong defenses or whatever, looking at a certain game, these are two of the top 5 defenses. I don't think that's the case with this one.
I mean,
short field. Actually, yeah, these are two of the top defenses in the NFL. They can create turnovers and score points themselves. So
I saw your game. I didn't write them down, but I repeat them when you threw them up there. I mean, off the top of my head, I remember you had I think we went. I was opposite on. I think a couple. I think we're talking. I know I should have wrote them down. Where's my sheet from today? Here you go. I think was it Fairfield Niagara? No, I know Minnesota because I said we liked Minnesota over Mississippi State. I think Richmond over Northern Iowa. I had. Were you looking? South Carolina, Denver, Texas State. Was it Texas State game we're looking at? Maybe I'm trying to. I remember. I didn't write them down, Rob, but I know you mentioned them because I remember saying them. So ECU basketball has been hot.
They've been covering. Yeah, they've been winning and covering. I think they're still undefeated at home, but I mean they haven't played anyone.
Pepperdine's played a good. Yeah, it's rough, but it's a good schedule. Like it builds some character on your team. So when you play a team. You're coming in here and playing like a San Jose team, you should be able to take care of business because you're toughened up against better competition. College football playoffs. At this point,
I bet both of them already.
I'm on Michigan. The other one, I'm kind of hold. I got to see where the line goes with Bama. I get Bama at 13. I'll take a Bama at 13. Let's be honest. Since he's a great story.
Yeah.
And this is what I said. I had Georgia at 4.5 because. Until I see a team put up 40, I don't even say 40. Until I see a team put up 18 points on Georgia, I wasn't going to hope it was going to happen. Because Alabama, they hadn't looked like the defense was good all year, right? They give up points. So now and again, this is a big rivalry. Now they're playing Cincy. Are they going to be pumped for Cincy? Listen, Saban, they're going to come out and be like, no way we're losing to freaking – let's be honest. Who knows what he gets behind those closed doors? Mike, he's going to get in there and be like, really, guys, Cincinnati? They had us as a dog to Georgia. I mean, Cincinnati? I could just see, will we be shocked at a 55-34 game here?
No.
Right?
I have a feeling this could backfire on me, but I'm already on the Bearcats plus 14.
Yeah, it's worth a shot there. You've seen them play. They looked good against who they played. But we've seen the best team they played, Notre Dame. We've seen Notre Dame get run out of the building when they're in this playoff against Clemson or Ohio. Clemson ran them right out.
Yeah, but I remember Notre Dame did cover last year. I had Notre Dame, I think, plus 13 or something against Alabama. They lost by 10. So I think this is a spot where this could be a 10-point game. That's kind of where I see. I think I had the line at 9.5, 10. So I needed like touchdown or less to back Alabama.
Other half. Here comes the other half. Cavs and Grizzlies. His first looks for tomorrow. He's already in a Cavs. Cavs are just a dog cover machine.
Why not? Yeah, you're getting plus points with the Cavs. Why not?
Sounds like a throwaway game for Denver against the Bulls after a big one. I can't see that because they were so bad on this road trip. I mean, they got 2 wins on the road trip.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. I understand what you're saying. They like came in big win. Yeah, we feel good, but I don't know, man. Before that, they lost to Orlando, I think. I mean, they beat the Heat, but I think they were like 1-5 coming into that Knicks game. I was kind of like, I guess you take the Knicks. I mean, Denver looks uninterested.
I think I had that game line slightly towards Denver, I think, but I didn't bet it.
Pacers tomorrow over the Wizards at home. Pacers are home. I got to wait to see a line here.
Yeah.
I kind of want to take the under Michigan-Georgia game at 43. It is low.
I'm on Georgia.
It is low. I mean, because Georgia's
still the best team in the nation. Even after losing that game, they're still the best team in the nation.
But here, how are they going to respond off of that? Talk about taking a chink in the armor.
They have plenty of time to sit on it. Keep in mind, these games aren't for another,
month?
3 weeks? Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're sitting on it like, oh my God, what happened?
You'll sit on that, and you'll get a 31-7 game out of Georgia.
I mean, I guess I'd look at the under. I just think here's the thing, right? Everybody's like Michigan's going to run the ball. Georgia's run defense. I mean, Bama did whatever they want against them. And again, it's tough to think because these guys see each other. It's whatever it is. But Michigan is a team that has NFL. It has comparable talent. All right, Harbaugh might not get the results. He has like bonehead losses along the way. But that's more the coaching than the players. And let's be honest, Kirby Smart, we've seen him some stupid things. He should have won national championship a couple of years ago. We saw him do stupid stuff to lose games. So he's no Saban, right? I mean, like, let's be honest. These two coaches here, both you could see either side here winning the blowouts or getting blown out, right? It could go either way. They could be 20-point games going either side with the way these guys are. Anything's possible.
Yeah, I'm already on Georgia. I had this game priced around 10.
Timmerall, Richie says you got to go 6-0 tomorrow.
Well, it looks like a 2-2 day on the ice for me, but a profitable one because the Kings are up 3 goals on the Oilers right now at plus 166.
Bet you over 153 already.
Nice.
Says Nick went 4-0. Had a feeling Fairfield was going to turn up. Yeah, they did. And this game, because I said, let's look at the Stags in the show this morning. I said, of course, I got every other MAC game, the AA MAC bet over here. I had like my Monmouth, I had Ryder, Manhattan, all these other games. And I don't take Fairfield, what I'm saying in the chat. Why, the line's going from 4 to 3.5 down to 3. We should probably take Fairfield. Yeah, I didn't end up taking Fairfield, but they took care of business. Did you say Citadel and Coastal under and Houston over?
Under and Citadel. I did not touch the Houston game, though, I don't believe. No play on Houston.
You've been making money San Jose lately, huh? So you don't like Pepperdine with us. Again, well, I mean, I kind of like Pepperdine because I got it at like a 5-ish, 6-ish, and it's 4.5. Am I going to bet this one? Like I said, I'm going to bet 2 games, Nate, but I'm going to look into San Jose a little more now since you said you've been making money. I got to see how they are. Wide receiver for Alabama tore ACL. Yeah, but
Maxie. Oh, yeah, that's a big loss though.
Yeah, but this is still Alabama. I don't know. I'm pretty sure
it's still Alabama. It's next man up.
I'm pretty sure their entire wide receiver core from last year's team is in the NFL. And hi, we're back again, number 1.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
they're fine.
What's OU on Bama Cincy? OU Bama Cincy total is 58. It's a 58 spot. That's high.
It's back down at 13.5.
Wish I would have touched that Bama.
This is going to go back and forth between 13.5 and 14, I think, all week.
I took Bama. I forgot what I got them at. They were down 10-0. I said, the only let me reset that. So they're down 10-0. I grabbed me some Bama on the money line, thinking, you know what? All right, I got Georgia minus 4.5 here. If things go well, it's a nice 27-10 win. I cruise. But on the other side, I'm getting some plus 100 monies here. Let's go. I think it was like I want to say 240. I don't remember exactly what it was that I got it at. Probably a little higher than that. But I gave them a plus 10 on the money line. It ended up offsetting my loss at 4.5. At the 4.5, I was looking good. I had like 3 dimes on it. I'm like, all right, this is a nice number. And then it moved. I'm like, ooh, do I come in with a middle? And then I ended up getting lucky because it was 10-0 early. Rob says Georgia covers. He's with you.
I agree.
When do we find the bowl matchups? They're coming
already
up.
Already did. I've already bet like 10 of them.
Wow, you're better than me.
I've got East Carolina plus 3, by the way. I'm going to be at the game, and I had to get game priced. Had to pick them. So I already ordered my tickets. Military Bowl. They're against Boston College.
I was just saying, I wrote these lines down earlier. I didn't even see that one pop up. Lions cost you 3 parlays. Rethinking betting sports. Oh, Rick, the ruler, where were you? We had the Lions today. We said, let's go. We had all the ugly dogs today. Jets, Giants, Lions, Steelers, Washington. I said money line all these guys. You want to run 3-3 and would have made a ton.
Yeah, I went 10-6 in the NFL today, up around 4-ish units pending Denver tonight. I have them plus 10.5 unit on plus 335 on the money line.
Alabama, Cincy. This one, Rick, I got to see how this one goes. Part of me wants to take Alabama at 13, but on the other side, if it gets a bigger number, Cincinnati might be a play. Usually I'm just rolling Bama, thinking, all right, double digits, let's take Alabama. But I don't know. I'm still not – great game. I still don't know if I'm sold on him because defensively, maybe Cincy puts a couple up on him.
Yeah, I think so. Desmond Ridder is a very talented quarterback. I think he's able to get some points up on him.
Like, let's be honest. This is a huge game for Cincy. Right?
Absolutely. This is the biggest game of their franchise history or their program history.
And then we'll talk about, well, last year against Georgia, well, okay, that was last year. And Georgia had guys like half their defense sat out because they're going to the NFL. That's not Alabama in the playoff. That's no team in the playoff. This is a full-strength team here. So definitely big – I think this is a bigger step up than Notre Dame. But you took care of Notre Dame, no problem. So
I think they at least cover 14.
Should have won money line. Listen, a win's a win, Rich. I say it's all time. You know, you go back and think what we should have did. You can't do that in betting. You can't. No. That's why I'm like, you bet it. I don't turn the game. I was watching today. I put a picture on, I think, on my Instagram. I was like, what's the name? What's it was on? It was I saw a little Rudolph. You know, I watched a little Rudolph, original Rudolph.
See, I just scoreboard watch. I put on the ESPN website.
No, Impractical Jokers. The other day I was watching Love It or Listed. I was going back. The guy from Love It or Listed follows me on Twitter, and I put pictures up there. Whenever he loses, I'm like, I can't believe these people in the houses. He shows them nice houses, 1,000 extra square feet, the 3-bed, and he's like, well, we're going to stay here. My in-laws could still sleep in my kid's bed, and the kids will go on the floor in the sleeping bag. Like, I just showed you a house with a finished basement that has an extra bedroom, and you're going to go back across the street from the ocean. You want to be by the beach. I can't. I'd lose my mind if I was that guy.
I don't watch those shows.
I said to him, Dave, these people, take the memories in your head, pack up a box of totes with your souvenirs from your old house. I said, I moved my family halfway across the country from a place I lived my entire life. Get over it. What the heck? Come on, folks. Love It or Listed, folks. That's what I watch here. Hey, you know what else I've been getting into? Homestead Rescue. I can see Pepper coming out with a strong game at home. Listen, I'm not going to say no to that. They're home. It's going to be. It's 4.5. I think they should win. I like Pepperdine. Am I betting it? No. The San Jose, though, you said it's been covering. I got to look at their numbers. And early on, I like to look at who these teams play, because sometimes they get like a cupcake. You get 2 cupcakes and then their scoring average skews. You look at like, wow, these guys scored 84 points a game, but they scored 117 versus like. I can't even come up with a name on the fly. You know what I'm saying? So
with some random BS Division II, Our Lady or whatever it is. Like I remember that was one of them.
Go Pirates! All right, Tim Rose looking to bet Seton Hall next game.
Yeah, Seton Hall all the way, definitely.
Don't overthink Alabama.
No.
If you happen to see under Army Navy first quarter 7, bet the under.
I'm already on Navy. Or no, I'm already on Army minus 7.5.
Under 46.5 getting ready to hit in Denver, Kansas City. Yeah, nice. Listen, Kansas City game.
I'm hoping. Yeah, that's 16-3 right now. I'm hoping for a backdoor here from the Broncos.
They coulda, woulda, shoulda. That is what it is. That's why I tell people, I'm like, you're not watching. You're like, no, I'm not watching the live bet, because your live bet turns your $5, $50, $100, $5,000, whatever it is. It takes that bet and turns into 10 times your normal bet, and then if it wins, you think you're a hero, and then 3 days later, you got no money in your account because you did the same thing. You lost everything. So coulda, woulda, shoulda.
I don't live bet.
I say this all. No. Don't. I could. Yesterday's. I don't care. If someone on my YouTube was like, "Hey, you don't even say nothing." And I watch the videos. He watches. This guy comments all the time on the video, and it's like 10 comments. I guess he watches the video and he's commenting as I'm talking. So it's a half hour, 40-minute video, and he's got 10 comments from the show.
Yeah.
You didn't even mention your premiums. You went. Hey, you're hitting these. I'm like, because that's yesterday. Nobody cares about that. I'll come in the show. They care about the free picks on the show and how we're doing. That's all they care about. They don't care that it's 5-0 day or whatever that is. I'm not pound myself. That's yesterday's news. It's all about what am I going to do today? We're going to win today? Yeah. It's nice. We're on a nice little run. Hopefully it keeps going. But I say this all – it's not like that, because you're on a nice run here. You know where it's going to be soon. It's going to be like down here. You're like, whoa. Well, Good news is that we're still at 56%. We're not, but we've lost 8 to 10, but we were at 75%. But it's betting. Coulda, woulda, shoulda, bro. That's why you don't think about it. Bet it,
Exactly.
get it, move on.
Don't get emotional about money.
No. I'm a sports nut. Get on TV, is therapeutic for me. No. I told you, bro. Even Saturday's college football, I was out when my kids were little. We're going pumpkin picking, apples, whatever. We're at some kind of petting zoo, street fair. I'm eating chicken kebabs and petting a llama. I'm not watching the game. Listen, am I on the phone seeing scores?
I'm checking my phone. I set score alerts on my ESPN app. That's about it. The only sport I'll really sit down and watch, and usually I'll do this while I'm editing videos or something like that, or looking at my statistics, is hockey.
We're 5 days late, my rent. Come on.
Oh, good job. Good job.
Listen, you got to come in the show. You'd be no days late. You'd be ahead. You wouldn't be paying rent. You'd be paying off a mortgage because you own property.
Yeah.
Where's Stimmy? Stimmy was living in his car before he started getting with me last March. Yes, tomorrow's a new day. I say this all the time. Look ahead, right? Windshield. It's humongous. It's the whole front of the car. But everybody's looking in that rearview mirror for something. I don't get it. Stop looking behind you. I'm in the car with my kids. Everybody, hey, there's an acceleration lane. Just hit the gas, folks. Look forward. Stop looking behind you. That's life in general. Betting, life,
exactly.
Your work. Don't look in the past. It's history. Look ahead. All right. Enough of my rant. All right. We're out of here. An hour. Me and Earl Sports. Earl Sports Channel. What do you got going on? Let it be known because you roll out before me. So.
Oh, yeah. I already have 2 videos set to premiere at 12 and 2 a.m. We usually set our videos to premiere at 12 to 4, like stuff like that. So they're spaced out. And we'll have our show tomorrow morning around 10:30 a.m. like we do every morning. And it's going to be a lighter slate tomorrow. But we got Monday Night Football. We got some hockey. We got some NBA. Got all the good stuff there. So
excellent. So follow Earl Sports. They got the Twitter. They got the YouTube. They're part of the
and a new website.
Picks and Parlays, Earl Sports Channel is part of the Picks and Parlays Network. Winning for Picks, it's all the same. We're all the same.
Now EarlSportsBets.com as well.
There you go. Yeah, that's what I say. Earl Sports
Network.
I don't know.
Network.
It's late. Nighty night, Nathan. Thanks for coming in, everybody. Thanks for joining me tonight, and we will see everyone for Midday Monday. Actually, go to your show first, 10 a.m.
Yeah, 10 a.m.
10 a.m. Early bird gets worm. See everybody tomorrow. Bye-bye. Oh, we'll see if it goes off.